Greetings, friends, and welcome back to part 3 of our E3 coverage of 2017. We broke down Microsoft in the part 1, Sony in part 2. Links in the description if you guys didn't see those. And today we are talking about Nintendo.
The big N.
The big N!
Nintendo.
Who had a confirmed 25 minutes of showing before the stream started, which I was like, man, Nintendo, you did it again. and then, the show started. Mm-hmm. And it started out with actually a pretty fun Nintendo-style montage. We're used to seeing it at this point. I don't think it's anything surprising. But it did show off some games, some teasers to announce.
And Reggie teleporting.
Yeah, Reggie teleporting. They showed off Rocket League and FIFA, finally.
FIFA 18,
yes.
not
yes.
FIFA.
Thank you.
Yeah, actually called FIFA 18.
The only thing it's missing is Journey mode. I found that out where we talked about last time.
So it's got the story mode thing that they had. And that's...
I don't know.
Journey
That was
mode.
pretty sweet.
People really liked that, but they formally announced the game later. That was just like that kind of sizzle little reel that they did. And then Reggie walked out. It was the worst green screen I've ever seen in my life. It was so not okay. Everything was off from perspective. But I like that Reggie came out and talked about Nintendo's vision of games and fun.
He talked like an after-school special, which was really
He
kind
did.
of... It's like,
But that's Reggie.
It was like
here's a bowl of chicken soup.
yeah, it was like in the 80s when Pee Wee Herman told me not to smoke crack cocaine.
Oh, sorry. I didn't notice you.
Oh, sorry. I didn't notice you there. This is crack cocaine. But no, Nintendo came out and they talked really well about like their version of play and what's fun, and they talked a lot about competitive gaming.
Yeah, that was good.
And taking the game anywhere, and then it was a little corny, but I really, really thought Reggie was still Reggie, and we saw it in the post game in the treehouse, the post show in the treehouse. Reggie's just a likable guy, so I think
Dark Lord Bill Trinity to me.
the Dark Lord Belgian. I like that. And then they immediately hit the ground running. They started fast and furious, and they started with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which is making this year.
I called it.
I'm eating my words. Literally, I can't believe it's making this year. It's still just holiday 2017. But I think outside of the awkward voice acting in the trailer.
I'm to be that fair. That game was a lot more in-your-face anime than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Oh, very, very.
Oh my god, the trailer where it's like
super anime inspired.
touch the flowy parts.
The main character with his cross eyes, am I cute? thing.
Yeah, I can't even imagine the waifus that will happen because of this game. But it looks
Well,
solid.
watching the gameplay and the streams of it.
Yeah.
If it's got giant monsters, it's Xenoblade and all of it.
The combo system looks cool. The new dynamics between your team look good. It looks like a faster
Xenoblade
system.
Chronicles with a better interface.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I'm excited to play it now. It's another huge open world role-playing game to enjoy on your Switch. It's making this holiday. So, yeah, if you're a Switch owner, that's a huge deal.
Yep.
I mean, you've got what is a pretty good holiday season, now padded by a very lengthy RPG to take anywhere. I did not think that was going to happen.
I'm going to predict that one being December or late November to make up with the other stuff as we'll talk about.
I'm sticking with my delay. It's not going to make 2017. I don't know why. I just still feel in my heart that this title...
Look at Chronicles X. It got delayed a couple of times and took forever to translate it, so...
we got some more really bad green screen again, some more conversation, and then they talked a little bit about their 2018 calendar, which is really unlike Nintendo.
Yeah.
They've really focused on the now and what's coming up very soon. So they took some time to talk about some games, and I think they started off with some good stuff. Kirby. And it's just self-titled right now. However, I'm going to be honest, Animal Companions, the clone abilities they showed off, this looks like Kirby Dream Land 4. And I think that looks awesome.
With a touch of Crystal Shards.
Yeah.
So happy.
Some of the power combination, it looks like a fun party platformer,
you see
4 players.
Fight against Wispy Woods?
Yes, there's apples everywhere!
And it was different. It wasn't just a like blow...
Yeah, it was
hectic chaos.
It looked like insanity for a moment. I think that it sucks that it's not making this year for Kirby's anniversary, but at the same time, hey, there's a really cool first-party Kirby game in the works. That's honestly, I think, gonna bring a cool party environment. I'll enjoy playing it. It's the super tough Pink Puff.
Yes.
Come on, you gotta like it.
Now the fight's just gonna be who's gonna be Kirby and who's gonna be the minions.
The child that murders entire galaxies.
We then shifted to Pokemon, where we got some news.
The stars have aligned.
The stars.
It's
have aligned.
Pokemon
happening.
Stars.
It's confirmed. Yeah, we are getting
It's
a
happening.
core Pokemon game in the franchise on Nintendo Switch.
They
It's in
did not
development.
give a title. They did not show anything. I'm saying this is a business move because they don't want to ruin their sales for Ultra Sun and Moon.
No, I totally agree, and they even said in the video that this is a year plus off.
Mhm.
So I don't expect to see it next until probably E3 next year.
It'll
But
be
it's
great.
good to know it's being worked on. I think everyone who bought Switches is going, okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
I feel comfortable with my investment now.
That's what I would like, and I think
they have
that's core.
to do two things with this E3. Of course, make everyone excited like normal, but also keep that fire going on Switch sales.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that is a huge. If you make Christmas 2018 by this title, you are looking at a good thing for
And
Nintendo
that
Switch
would be
next year.
a year and a half from now, which makes sense with the year plus they said.
Yeah. So you got Kirby that they announced. We got this great Pokemon announcement, and then we got a logo. Just a logo, but a logo that shook the internet a little bit. Pat, you're right again. I can't believe it's happening. Metroid Prime 4 gets confirmed in
Freaking
development.
Chills down my spine.
I mean, the
Yeah.
second the music started, I knew what it was.
Yeah.
I saw
And
the
then
4.
the
I saw the
logo
screw
came.
attack.
Yep.
Yep.
I was just
Yeah.
like, oh, it's Metroid.
Yep.
And I was sitting there the whole time watching this going, Prime.
Prime. Please be Prime. And it was Prime 4. We know nothing about this game. I think, once again, just like the Pokemon announcement.
We
you
do know
just
it's
make
not
sure-
made by Retro.
We do know it's not made by Retro.
We'll see.
That scares me a bit.
But they did have one of the
Come
big
on,
producers
Retro
on
Studios.
some of the other Metroid games.
Yeah, and yes, you had the musical score all confirmed there clearly. We'll
Yeah,
see.
it's-
I don't think we see it again for a while. I think that's a October, November next year.
I'm
title.
calling that they're going to hold on to that one and they're going to do a direct at some point.
Yeah.
They're going to show Metroid Prime 3 or 4. They're going to do the announcement of Virtual Console and they're going to go Metroid Prime 1 and 2 on there right away.
Yeah,
Three,
I think that makes the most sense.
Hopefully.
yeah,
I
I
hope.
love that I got that excited about a logo. I also got upset at myself that I got that excited at a logo because we didn't see anything, and until we see a little more of something, it's tough.
Do we want to touch on the
We
fact
will
that
know that it'll
we
be...
got a second Metroid game too because we did.
Yes,
it wasn't actually
it happened
come.
post
In their stream.
25-minute
To
airing.
Metroid games
Nintendo.
in 1 year.
Why
Yeah.
would you announce this in the stream and not the main thing?
No, but we'll talk a little bit about Treehouse afterwards because I think it showed Nintendo's commitment to the Treehouse Live coverage, and I think it did well.
It's better than it was the last few years where they showed games that were on the stage already.
So we got that Metroid logo, and then we got another 2018 title, which was a new Yoshi game, and it's like Yoshi's 3D World.
You know what it looked like to me looking at that? That was Yoshi's story almost.
It was Yoshi's 3D World, Yoshi's story kind of mixed together because it's the first time we've had a realistic looking Yoshi, but yet it still had that kind of playful art direction, paper cutout houses, flipping perspectives a la Paper Mario.
It kind of had mutant muds or like the recent 3DS Kirby's where you're going in and around in the environment.
The
Yeah.
Yoshi game that became Croc so many years ago is finally coming back.
it looks okay.
You know, the other thing that was
Yeah.
interesting, that was Unreal 4. They said it later on. That is
Yeah.
the Unreal Engine.
So Nintendo getting involved with that for development. I mean, it's another great looking platformer. They spread that and Kirby out throughout 2018. You've got the platformers covered. That's cool. I'm fine with that.
And then you maybe get Metroid and Pokemon in there too. And
Well, yeah, you get
You're
Pokemon
talking a
during
strong
holiday,
year.
Metroid during October. You've got you put Kirby at the beginning of the year. You put Yoshi in July, and you're good.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go, Nintendo. You can write me a check later. But Yoshi
Please.
didn't blow my hat off, but it was a cool announcement.
Good to see.
And then we got a confirmed title that we knew about. We got to see a lot of gameplay today at Treehouse Live again. Fire Emblem Heroes
Yes.
is making fall 2017. No exact nailed down date.
Yeah,
It looks good.
Yeah, I want to say they're
Yeah.
saying early fall.
Yeah.
It just came down to can they get all of the translation done in time?
Yeah. It definitely seems like a smaller cast of characters than I think we were expecting to see in this
I
game.
think
But it's
Treehouse
okay.
said 20-some.
It's okay.
That's what DLC's for.
Yeah, it looks like it has the same care that Hyrule Warriors got put into it. And I liked Hyrule Warriors. So.
It did have the English voice acting already from what they were showing in the streams.
It's a Muso game.
It's a Muso game. Yeah,
Can't do much.
And
with
can
it.
we talk about the glorious backflips on Xander's horse?
It doesn't make any sense. Xander is a god. He's an acrobat.
He trained the horse to jump in the air and do a backflip.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
That's manly.
I think the game looks great. It's gonna come out. It's gonna receive some decent reviews. It's gonna sell okay. And it's going to go on its way. And I'm going to be happy to play it as a Fire Emblem fan. They didn't talk about their confirmed turn-based Fire Emblem, but I think, it's just Nintendo Directs happen so frequently, you don't have to talk about everything in 2018. We know that title's in 2018. Man, 2018 is looking good for Nintendo. Yep. Actually, now that we're really kind of lining this up, you put a title every 2 months already, and we're in good shape. Then Nintendo went into more depth and detail on DLC, Breath of the Wild.
I mean, they have to.
Yeah. They have to. I think they needed to talk about what was coming on this. I don't think it's worth dedicating its own direct to. Mm-hmm. So this was a fine 3 minutes, I think. Especially because the Trial of the Sword looks awesome.
Yeah. The environments were pretty, like the cool, like you're enclosed in like blue cubes kind of thing.
Yeah, you're still in a shrine clearly, but like you're within outdoor, environment.
Yeah.
It looks cool. It looks challenging. Really hard. The hard mode that they showed off. That was the beginning area, Master Mode. All of a sudden, you've got like freaking skies flying up by balloons. They have fire arrows, and you're naked still.
And you see how I can only estimate to be just one punch from that first world boss.
Yeah.
That he just that guy had like 16 hearts, and they're mostly gone.
Yep.
There's new armor coming. So there's like the Korok mask that can help you find seeds easier.
Majora's mask.
No, Tingle costume. That's all that matters.
Tingle costume looked awesome. It's coming out June 30th, so it's this month. It's right around the corner.
That's like 2 weeks.
And then they talked about the second DLC pack.
Mm-hmm. Got a title for it.
Yeah, it was. Literally
that was
champion.
I saw that, and I forget his name, but it's the accordion player.
Yeah.
And I saw that. I'm seeing like, Remy loves him. He loves him to death. Of course, he's
a great musician.
He's amazing.
He's awesome, and he's a good character. But I think the thing is it looks like we're getting an opportunity to maybe play as other characters in this world. This looks to be backstories on the champion, and that makes sense. We knew we were getting more content story-wise.
Yeah.
This fills a lot of that gap. You can have dungeons still play a factor in it, and it will be really diverse in gameplay.
Especially because you got a very little story about them in the games. You got like Link interacting with them for about 5 minutes, and then it was back.
Some of them were really heartwarming.
Yeah, nothing really.
I gotta say, my favorite thing about that was I can't remember his name, the Goron. His amiibo with that big, stupid smile.
All the amiibos look stunning. I am so the shield. Oh man,
my jaw dropped at that.
At Nintendo for making more amiibos.
Yes.
Did Nintendo spend the time wisely talking about this? I think yes.
Yeah.
I think people who own Switches everyone owns Breath of the Wild. It's outsold the Switch.
Somehow the Switch version of Breath of the Wild.
At least it was like 2 months into launch. I'm sure that's changed at this point. But I think a lot of us bought this because we went $20 Nintendo DLC. Hopefully they'll treat us well. And this is holiday. This is another something to play during Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
I don't think it was wasted.
No,
and it wasn't that long they talked about it either.
But yeah, it was short, sweet, and moved on. And this whole conference moved on. Just done.
Treehouse, and that was smart.
Next, they talked about a game we got announced the day previous as well at Ubisoft's press conference. And I'm upset at myself for being excited about this game.
What were your exact words? I don't care about the rabbits.
I hate the rabbids. I hate them.
I like the rabbits.
I don't think they're cool anymore. I don't like minions.
That's the thing. They're a better version of the minions. They actually are humorous.
Yeah, and they were humorous.
In the first game, they got beat to death.
They're back in an XCOM style turn-based strategy role-playing game, and I don't understand what is happening. It's so beautiful.
That's a lot of adjectives before.
Yeah, it's bewildering to me. And how I care about this game.
Watching the Ubisoft conference with you, watching you watch that first trailer and crack up, and then just at the end of it, I hate myself for liking this
Yeah,
so
I was
much.
so upset at myself.
I
for
never
caring
thought
about
I
this
would
game.
laugh at a selfie, but that made me laugh at a selfie.
Yeah,
You know, when she's being grabbed by the piranha plant, and
Yeah,
she's
she's
like,
taking
like,
selfies of
oh
the
god, I
two.
gotta get this moment.
She got
So
low-key.
they nailed down the rabbit's humor. It seems like it's pretty on point. Let's be honest. Some of it, as much as I don't like them, I think it was like, okay, this is funny. The game looks incredibly pleasing. Mushroom Kingdom, not rendered by Nintendo. Wow,
Yeah.
go Ubisoft.
I've never seen a
let
game
alone-
do that.
XCOM.
Yeah, and it looks like an incredibly
Yeah, it's
in-depth
XCOM. It's
RPG.
And I saw the guns. I was like, please don't make something stupid. But literally, they actually
I
found
don't
a way.
understand this game.
They literally have guns that actually interact with the environment in a smart way. And I love how
Yeah.
Mario interacts with them. The
You
whole
got
whole
cover,
jumping off.
you got
and everything.
jumping.
Let alone when they showed, it was on Ubisoft's stream of it,
Yeah.
on their stage, when they showed like the few little bits of gameplay, and you watched Rabbit Luigi go into a pipe, come shooting out, slide through an enemy,
Yeah.
bounce off Mario
And then
back behind him, and then
Come,
shoot
yeah,
the guy
they
to
shoot
kill
and
him.
finish him
It was,
off.
it was like watching a weird version of Worms too, which made,
Yeah.
made me
Yeah.
smile too.
There's something there that put a smile on my face that made it super attractive
I
to
don't,
me.
when the rabbit Peach looked at Peach.
The other feature is
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
It looks
Well,
like
when
I
Peach was
actually
surrounded by
have
the
to care
rabbits,
about
just
an
like-
Ubisoft game.
It makes your
Oh.
ice heart melt a little bit.
Yeah, it really did make my heart melt a little bit. I'm weirded out.
It's different.
Yeah, I'll buy it. The limited edition got announced. It's incredibly rare already. I don't know if anyone had a faith in this game, but I think they should after we saw what it has to offer. Because I think what we have is a really unique
And that
RPG.
rabid Mario statue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will be one of those collector's pieces, and I just don't know what to make of this game.
It's gonna
so.
be another one of those guys. This is
Hi,
my RPG.
I'm just I'm wondering if this is like we're looking at this cult classic right now at this game because it's just so weird.
Then Rabbit Gino comes out, and you're like, "Well, I'm done."
Well, Rabbit Gino comes out.
And Jeremy's gonna go to the bedroom, and he'll come out in a few hours.
Cry.
Sheer gunshot, because that's it. He's tops.
That's it. Yeah, it's tops out.
Yeah.
Calling it quits.
It's all
downhill
from here.
Yeah.
So they left, a game that I'm surprised they really talked about again because it was on Ubisoft stage so prominently. Miyamoto was on there, and they moved on from that to hit a game that they hinted at earlier, and that was Rocket League, formally announced. Cross-network play was the big thing to take away from this. Customizable hats for your cards. Yeah, I mean we're talking about a version of
The full version.
Rocket League that actually works, and will be playable against anyone and on the go.
It's not gimped at all,
Yeah.
and really the entire package given to us. It's
Yeah.
so nice.
You know,
Give me the
Nintendo-
same version that everyone else has.
Nintendo, I know
wanna
you're
play
listening.
the same game.
You've got to stroke your ego. You earn a gold star. Or actually, this year it should be a moon now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because after Rocket League, they talked about the show coming to a close, and they thanked us for watching the spotlight. We knew there was one more game. I'm surprised because they didn't talk about Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think they're holding that in a back
I think
pocket.
that's a direct.
Yeah.
I think that's a direct.
That's a
that
direct,
You see.
And that's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking is going to be...
I agree.
Yeah,
That's
after
because-
a big sales, to keep the numbers going, they've got that back pocket. They're going to throw that card out.
You see it after Splatoon for that September range or
Yeah.
something.
If
I
it's-
really
if
think
it's a
Smash
whole
still
new-
makes it this year.
If it's a whole new Smash Brothers, it's gonna have more of a production value than
Yeah.
this entire E3 did.
I don't think it's going to be a whole new Smash.
It'll
though.
be
If
a
it is,
deluxe
though.
I
version.
think
Smash
what we're
4
going to see
for
is Smash
Switch.
4,
Smash 4 DX.
Inklings,
Yeah.
and at least one of the fighters from Mars.
Yeah.
And Ice
Like
Climbers
5
back.
characters,
But I
I'm
was
sorry.
just really surprised to not see Smash there.
Yeah.
Which is what are you gonna do? You can't win them all.
It'll be back.
And then you saw that hat on that dinosaur.
All right, the Mario Odyssey trailer started off weird.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the heck was happening with the dinosaur.
I thought it was
board.
Monster Hunter.
I thought it was Monster
Yeah,
Hunter. The trailer,
I was like, oh,
I was like,
the
that's a
Monster
regular
Hunter World's on
T-Rex.
Switch,
It
too.
started
Cool.
off, I thought it was Monster Hunter, and then I thought it was Bayonetta.
And then you saw a dinosaur
Where'd
in
you
a
get
hat.
Bayo from?
yeah,
No,
well,
because of that music.
Oh,
it
okay.
sounded just like the.
well, yeah, but Mario had
Bayonetta
jumped
song.
off. At
Right,
that
I
point,
get you,
we got this tease of this weird mechanic that came to this game, and then we got a toe tapper.
Yes.
We got a jazzy tune made for this game. It's great. Yeah, I mean, I could totally see where the Bayonetta vibe from there.
Oh, yeah, it's
Um,
100% that
hot
same
darn!
style.
Yeah.
It's a great song. It's an incredible trailer. If you haven't seen it, you should go to Nintendo's
It's
official
like
channel.
Nintendo meets Frank Sinatra.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a really good and strong trailer. It
With
showcases
the white
this
suits to
game
match.
so
Oh my
well.
god.
And yeah, I think it's exactly what I said. It's breathtaking. Mario
I think
Odyssey
I
is
know where that
breathtaking.
mechanic came from, though, if you watch the trailer, because it looks like Cappy's some kind of ghost creature.
Yeah, so you kind of can take form. So you're able to possess things now, everything from bullet bills to Goombas. You can tell what you can possess because they were wearing little hats themselves. So it's this really cool mechanic. Man, it changes the level design, the puzzle elements. It blows this game so wide open.
They take it to super extremes. Like
Yeah.
you saw the dinosaur, but I was watching one of the streams afterwards. They threw it to a Christmas tree, and he was hopping around as a Christmas tree.
Or the Moai.
Yeah, the Moai. And we see some great returning elements, homages to so many costumes. We're talking NES Open, homage. We're talking, Yoshi's Cookie homage. We're talking like crazy stuff.
Yeah,
Like
you can
Mario
buy-
2, Legend of the Six Golden Coins, Game Boy homages. Like,
And
what
this-
is this?
And
What
there's
game
things
is
like
this?
they were showing on the Treehouse stream later. You can't get into certain places unless you have certain hats and
Yeah.
outfits,
Yes.
and you spend coins.
Yes.
Your currency matters in this game. It's a huge adventure. Like, they showed off some of the scale of these levels. There's checkpoints. You can look back and see where you came from. I'm blown away.
Yeah.
This is not Mario 64's spiritual successor. This is the entirety of Mario 64 in one level.
This
it
is
feels
Mario
like sometimes.
64 perfected.
Yeah, it's
This is
Especially-
the 3D Mario.
They
Yeah.
got rid of the live system. Coins
Yeah.
affect lives now. That's huge.
it's incredible to see you have to buy equipment and manage, and it's not like heavy. It really is to unlock different areas and different powers.
And some of it's for free stuff you can put in your little spaceship.
But to see these elements taken into a Mario game, to change that formula so much to the point where I'm going to explore every nook and cranny of this game, and I'm going to realize every little detail and every exploit that this game has out. It feels like Mario 64 again.
Yep.
During the Treehouse coverage, they talked about the level design,
Yeah.
how there was a musician that he had to find on top of the building. And he
Yeah.
just straight up jumped off the top of the highest building. And while he's doing it, he's falling. He's telling the director of this game, like, oh, I don't know if you read my bug test, but, like, I told you about this because I didn't know how to find him, and then I found him later, like, how to get up there. Honestly, this game's open.
And then
You
there
can
was
do anything.
the Treehouse stream where they're in the forest level. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, there's a bunch of coins. So let me throw my hat. Oh, I'm going to jump. I missed the jump. Well, and you just watch it fall, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
level's about to reset. She hits a level below the level.
Yeah, it's like, whoa. Like, and then you could quick travel, so it seems like you will still be able to warp back to your progress relatively easy. But, like, yeah, this is a platformer of a scale I don't think we've really seen developed by Nintendo themselves or anyone. And this is Banjo-Kazooie on crack. This is Conker's Bad Fur Day times 4.
I also love the new collectibles. Are these new moons? And unlike the
Yeah.
stars from the other games, they don't end the level. You find these moons all over the place, and you keep fighting them. So finding a star doesn't end a level. It just
And
makes
it,
you want to
it
explore
marks
more.
it in
Yeah.
your system, like, oh, you found, like it would, a la Super Mario 64.
Yeah, you're not jumping
where
into a
it's
painting
got,
and,
like,
and
the level,
selecting a
like the
mission.
moon, the star has that certain name for what it is.
Yep.
It had that, and then, like, the date you collected it, and it stored that in the system.
Yeah, it's without a doubt the most expansive Mario platformer we've ever seen, and arguably one of the largest 3D platformers I've ever seen. It's
Yeah.
got a lot to do. It's got a lot to say. I think that this game nailed its presentation at E3.
Especially since it's got to live up to Mario Galaxy,
Yeah.
Mario 64, and Mario Sunshine. I don't think
Yeah.
it's going to live up to. I think it's going to surpass
I think
them
it could
with this.
surpass all of
We
them.
can't forget the most important part: the launch date,
Yes, October. October
October.
27th. Nintendo's going to capitalize on the holiday season
Yeah.
with this title. Without a doubt, it's going to be very
We
impactful.
decided that have to have the Switches out.
Yeah,
Yes.
they will. Okay, so things they missed, guys, and things that didn't get covered today, at least as of this filming. We have not seen the last 2 days of Treehouse coverage. So, but no online infrastructure talk.
I believe we did get one thing saying that they would extend it to before the free trial everyone gets.
Yeah,
ends.
well, we get extended until 2018 when
But
the paid
nothing at the
service goes live. But
conference.
we didn't hear what the rolling titles are going to be like. No virtual console talk.
Which is a big miss.
I cannot believe Nintendo didn't bring out the virtual console. It blows my mind hole, actually, that didn't get talked about because it is so big. It's
important.
so big. They need this out. I have got to stop looking at Neo Geo games.
They're,
Yeah,
they're the
when I
only
load
ones
up
that
my
have
virtual console.
this mechanic. Nobody else has a virtual console.
You have the
Eh,
most
PlayStation
robust,
is, but
incredible
not-
library of
no.
games.
Not of classic games. It's mostly like PlayStation.
Nintendo needs virtual console. I would expect at least a month from now we will see a Nintendo Direct devoted to it. They have got to. Nintendo, please listen to my cries, because
Metroid Prime, Earthbound 2.
yeah, you guys gave us an incredible setup already for the year 2018. They really lined up everything we knew was coming out this year, but showed us incredible gameplay, and honestly surprised me even more than I thought was possible with Mario Odyssey. They did a lot of really good things, despite the misses of internet talk that we really need to know about Nintendo, and VC, no Smash Brothers.
Online,
Everything else
Nintendo's method of online communication too was a big miss.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're all going to use other chat means, I can tell you that much. But we knew that going into it. Hey, I'll pay the $20 for the retro titles and just to play online for a year. But all that said, guys, how do you feel Nintendo did? Nathan, grade Nintendo, because this is a tough show for me to grade. I'm biased.
B minus.
B minus?
I think they missed a few things. Like you said, Virtual Console. Smash Brothers is huge for me, and I think it was huge for them because that's a console mover. That's one of their biggest console mover titles. And they talked almost nothing about third party except for Ubisoft's game.
Yeah, which has
And
Mario directly
Rocket League and
pasted
FIFA.
in it.
But,
So,
I mean, they need a little bit more to get that extra boost in gamers.
I agree.
Call of Duty port even. Something to,
Let's see if Activision can make some games for him.
It's true.
Destiny 2 on Switch a month after PC.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be incredible. Mike, where does Nintendo fall for you?
That's a hard one, being the nerd that I am for Nintendo. But I would definitely say, if it was just on Metroid alone, I would give it an A+. But I'd probably have to say a B+, mostly because I agree with Nate. The biggest problem was third party.
Yeah.
I want to be playing other things besides FIFA.
Yeah, I think Nintendo, really keeping it so clean and concise.
Yeah.
Really trimmed out any third-party developers from being
You can't have that
involved.
big infographic when you launch a Switch saying that we have all these things and third parties on board, and then show
because
no.
that infographic was out there for the Wii U.
Where's the montage?
Yeah.
Just show me a montage.
Yeah.
So,
It's not hard.
so, Pat, where does Nintendo fall for you?
I would say a B- as well if it wasn't for the one thing they announced exclusively on the Treehouse stream that I need it.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing about Nintendo. This is tough to grade because things can change.
With
Nintendo
the knowledge of Samus Returns, I
Yes.
have to give them a B+.
It makes sense now why Nintendo canceled the fan-made game, another Metroid 2 remake. Nintendo is remastering Metroid 2 themselves.
Yep.
So Samus Returns
It's
from the
glorious.
Game Boy coming to the DS looks really good. We shot 40 minutes of it today. It's not only ready, it's out this year. Also, I think in October. I think it's like September or
I think it's
October.
September.
Yeah, it's September, I wanna
September
say.
15th.
Yes. and-
So, wow, 3DS isn't dead. Nintendo didn't talk about that at all either. So they didn't encourage those people who have 3DSs to make sure
Except
to
for
keep
Ultra
them.
Sun and Moon a little bit.
But that was a few days ago.
Yeah.
So on the Direct, I feel like Nintendo, you limited yourself to 25 minutes, and that was the biggest mistake you could have made because you have so much content to show. You could have easily put together a 5-minute long sizzle reel of third-party games, more FIFA, showing us NBA 2K. There's stuff like that
Even
we
Skyrim.
more.
With
Amiibo
support.
Never saying. Yeah, they did mention that during the show.
Bethesda did it.
But
It's like,
Nintendo, you didn't have to limit yourself that short. Next time, extend it. I think because if this show was 40 minutes, this thing could have been an A+.
Yeah.
It could have
They
really wowed us.
with what they showed, they had the stuff there. They could have just kicked the doors off, but they didn't.
I think that they still did an incredible job for Nintendo. And honestly, as a fan, it's probably one of the best E3 presences Nintendo has had in years.
Yeah.
I would give it 89.9%. Like it's
So
just
a B+.
it wants to be an A so bad. It's so bad. It's like a B++ because it's like right there on the cusp of greatness. But I think Nintendo still. I'm gonna be honest. I think they won E3.
Well,
as
speaking
far
of
as
that,
press conferences go, Nintendo had my favorite press briefing. Nathan, what was yours?
Xbox.
Xbox. That's fair. Dragon Ball.
Just so much good stuff
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah, they did it. They did a really good job this year.
yep, Nintendo followed close by Microsoft.
Yeah, I think Ubisoft had a good show.
Yeah.
I'd say those were the really good ones. They
Microsoft, Ubisoft, Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say yeah. So how did Ubisoft do good?
What an odd year we've
Yeah.
stumbled upon in E3
Yeah.
2017,
Yes.
and I think that you're at home probably feeling the same way.
Even EA wasn't that bad.
No
Yeah,
one
some
really.
flubs here and there, but nothing.
No one
awful.
really-
I mean, EA ones are normally laughable, but
No one really messed up, and when Sony, who had the
Never been
presentation
messed
they
up.
had, is one of my least favorite press conferences. I think that shows the caliber of E3 that we had in 2017.
This was an E3 of E3s.
Yeah, we're very lucky, guys, and thank you for joining us for our E3 2017 breakdowns.
All now 7 parts of it.
Yeah, I had a blast, guys.
It was a lot of fun.
E3 2017 was super cool. We're gonna have more impressions. We're gonna see more games. We're gonna get a chance to play more games, guys. So as we're seeing more what's coming out, we're gonna keep talking about it. So we still got third-party developers to touch on. We gotta talk about how much.
A lot of them we touched on in
Yeah,
some of
but,
the stuff.
we gotta talk about how many people are gonna be angry about Far Cry 5. We're gonna touch on that just a
that's
little
its
bit
own
more.
video.
That's its own whole "what the hell are you doing" video. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. If you didn't check out parts 1 and 2, be sure to do that. A huge thank you to Nathan, Mike, Pat, all from Tube Socks. And guys, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you soon. And until then, keep playing what you love. Take care.